Matt.
No, I always had belief that we were going to be able to do it, and we just needed to keep working at it. And that was, 100% in my head was that we got to keep, working as hard as we possibly can, keep going after it, and eventually, we're going to get to where we want to get to.
Matt.
This defense has been the stingiest this year in the league. What do you see when you look at that Patriots defense?
Well, I think they play well, front end to back end. I mean, their front matches up with what they do in the back end. They don't give up a lot of big plays. They tackle really well. They do the little things really well, and I think that's why they've been as successful as they've been this entire year.
Matt, if you had to describe Tom Brady in one word, what would you use?
One word, consistent. I mean, to me, that's Tom's consistency, for his entire career has been something that, I think all of us, we want to live up to that standard. We want to play to that standard. He's done a great job with that.
Who do you think deserves the MVP this year, him or you?
There's a lot of people who deserve it. I mean, Aaron Rodgers had a great season, made some unbelievable plays. Tom Brady's been unbelievable all year, so there's a lot of people who are deserving.
Dan said he implemented the game plan last week. What are you going to be doing from here on forward?
Yeah, I think you're constantly tweaking and looking into things further. But we prepared last week like we were playing last Sunday, and we had a normal week for us. We practiced really, really well. Met the way that we always meet, and went through the plan the way that we always go through the plan. And now this week is more of the same. We'll review it, we'll go back through it, we'll install the same way that we do all the time, and we'll try and find the tweaks and adjustments that we need to find to be at our best on Sunday.
Matt, you obviously have a lot of connections to New England. One of them is Brady. Story from the family, I talked to him up in that area. How you met him the first day of school, helped him move, but you stayed connected with them in these couple of challenges. Can you tell us a little bit about your relationship with Peter?
Yeah, Pete is he's one of the best people you'll ever meet, and I was fortunate enough to meet him. I met him the first day of freshman orientation, so we weren't even in school yet, and he was one of the first people I met during orientation, and we stayed friends, for the entire time we were at BC and long after. But he's just such a good person. He's such an easy person to spend time with. He's got a great heart. I mean, he really does. He's one of the nicest and most genuine people you'll ever be around, and he's certainly been an inspiration. Battling ALS and raising awareness for ALS, he and his family have done an incredible job, and I feel like with the platform that I have, I just tried to help in whichever way that I could to try and raise awareness, and I'm really happy that they have done the work and they have created the awareness that they have done. I mean, it's really impressive what they have done.
Hey, Matt, when you look at the Patriots defense and you compare them to all the others, what's the most unique characteristic that kind of defines them?
Well, I think they do a great job of limiting explosive plays. They do the little things really well. They don't really make mistakes. They don't get out of position all that often. They tackle extremely well. And they kind of keep things in front when they're supposed to. And so, to me, it looks like a defense that is on top of the details. And, and they've got some really good players, too. I mean, when you do those things, when you play your scheme really well and you're sound in what you do, and you put good players with that, it's a recipe for success.